Mission to Seafarers is a worldwide charity. They have over 260 missions in most of the major ports around the world. And our goal is to care for the 1.5 million seafarers that are bringing all of the commerce that we take for granted. And it's those people who are working day in, day out on those vessels that we care for. I don't think most people recognise how hard it is to be a seafarer. They're away from their families for a year at a time. They rarely get land-based recreation. So when they come into a port like Newcastle, they get the opportunity to connect with themselves and with society. Because often the threats of piracy, of isolation, of being away from the people that they love the most can sometimes cause enormous amount of anxiety and depression and mental health problems.
The Mission to Seafarers, also known as the Flying Angels, it provides a great base, home away from home. They can play pool, they can connect with home, we've got free Wi-Fi. We can also nourish them with food, as well as just be there for them. We provide books for them, and they're just thrilled to be able to receive something.
Importantly too, we have a team of people who go on board to visit seafarers, because often the turnaround time for vessels is so short that we need to get into their world, that we get invited into their home so that we can at least care for them when they're spending just a few hours in port.
I'm a 19-year-old boy, and I'm the eldest son among us 3 children in the family, and my father is just a farmer. My mother is a housewife. So I take it as a responsibility as the eldest child in the family to help them survive the poverty in the Philippines. It's my first time here on board the ship. I've spent 4 months on board already, but in that 4 months of duration here on board, I've just touched the land once, and it's here at Newcastle.
I wonder if any of us could imagine what it would be like to spend 9 months away from our family and friends, locked away in a tin can, unable to escape, just so that we can earn enough money to support our families. So then the opportunity to come alongside in a beautiful port and city like Newcastle and not be able to get off. Well, the Mission to Seafarers bus enables those seafarers the opportunity to come off of the vessel and enjoy our beautiful city. And some of them only have a couple of hours of free time, and so we're able to take them to doctors and to dentists to get the essential requirements that they need, so that when they go back on board, they have an opportunity just to be able to exist for another couple of months. One of the really important things that we do at the mission is to advocate for seafarers. Sometimes they haven't been paid, they haven't been allowed out of their contract, sometimes they've been abandoned. So the mission is there to help them regardless of what their interpersonal problem is. We are there just to support them and to care for them, to have a shoulder just to cry on.
I'm so thankful for these people that cares for us, even if they are Australians and we are Filipinos, but they still care for us away from home, away from our families. They treat us like also their friends, even if it's first time that we have met.
I had a lovely experience on one occasion where one of the men said to me, I was driving the bus that evening, and he said, "I'm happy in my tummy, and I'm happy in my heart, and I'm happy in my head, and I can now go back to sea." He'd been able to touch base with his family, he'd had a meal, he'd had a walk to town, and he was ready to go back to sea for the next long journey.